If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. How desperate are they? Well, I'll tell you how desperate they are. When your government, a government who never gives anything away for free, isn't only ready to give something away for free because they want you to take it so badly, they're willing to actually pay you? Huh? That's right. They're proposing and debating and discussing the possible idea of paying people $1,500 to take the shot. That's right. And I'm not talking about people who sign up, to get paid as guinea pigs, that they'll pay you to test this drug. Because they do that. They'll say, hey, we're going to pay you to try this new drug out. You get $50, take these pills, and let us know what the side effects are. No. This is already approved by our government. But they're so desperate to get this inside of you that they're willing to pay you $1,500? When does the government ever offer its citizens money? All our government does is take our money. They take property taxes. They take taxes for you breathing air. They take taxes for you buying a stick of gum. They take taxes for you wiping your rear end. I mean, there's taxes for everything. And they continue to go up. Yet they're willing to pay. And no one's suspicious of this.
Good morning, everyone. So speaking of the vaccine, that's a big talker online this morning, but also for a different angle that's surfacing. And now a former presidential candidate is suggesting that people actually get paid if they get the vaccine. So this is blowing up on our Facebook page. We've got a lot of comments that we'll get to in just a minute, sharing what your opinion is about this. A Gallup poll is finding that a whopping 42% of people wouldn't feel comfortable getting the vaccine. There are three major concerns right now around it. People are worried that the vaccine was just created too fast. Drug makers didn't have time to get all the kinks out. They're also concerned if it's even safe and effective. And there's a handful of people who say, just forget it. We don't trust vaccines in general. So what is this proposal all about? Well, it is pretty straightforward. They're saying you want $1,500? Well, get the vaccine. You don't get paid. It's kind of like a stimulus check and a vaccine incentive rolled into one. So the reaction on our Facebook page is pretty mixed on this idea. David says whatever it takes to get people to get the vaccine, and he thinks it would be good for the economy as well. Vanessa says she doesn't want to be a guinea pig for this vaccine, I guess no matter what the incentive would be. So let us know what your opinion is on the vaccine in general and this idea of forking out about $1,500 if you were to get the vaccine. Use our hashtag WakeUpCLT this morning to let us know what you think. Carolyn.
Oh, right. You know what? This is a good thing. This is a good thing. You know why? Because this will give incentive for people to go get the shot. And then when they go get it, all these crazy conspiracy nuts, we could put them to bed and put them to rest. Because people who were on the fence went and got the shot. And now a large majority, 80%, 90% of the population has received it. And we could go back to normalcy. Plus, on top of that, you get a measly $1,500, which I guess for some of the, some people out there, the millennials, I guess it's a lot of money. But for adults in this world, $1,500 doesn't get you too far. When in most states, it's basic mortgage or rent. If you count utilities and stuff. And they're willing to give that to citizens. Think about when they give stuff away for free, right? I talk about this all the time. What are they willing to do for free? There's two things that come to mind. Anyone who wants to go to Planned Parenthood, willing to do that for free, right? Makes you wonder, right? It's an operation, right? You go and you get a cyst removed, you get a tumor removed, whatever you might go to the hospital for, you're paying for it. And some people still paying a long time, paying their whole lives just for going to the hospital or going to the emergency room. But when it comes to Planned Parenthood, they will pay for you to get it done because they care so much. Nothing occultic there. And the second thing, what do they give you for free? Oh, yes, the flu shot, because they care so much. If somebody has a cough and sneeze and a high fever, even though we all usually get a cold or a flu every couple of years or so, but the government cares so much that they'll give it to you for free at CVS. They won't give you a free Alka-Seltzer. They won't give you free Pepto-Bismol. They won't give you a free anything, for the most part. They won't give you a free toothbrush and say, hey, everybody needs to be brushing their teeth, so they don't have bad teeth or unhealthy gums. They don't give that away for free. But they'll give you the free flu shot. And now they have become so interested in our well-being, they're not just going to give this away for free. They're going to pay you for it. And that's what this proposal is. A former presidential candidate has a plan for getting people skeptical of the vax to get the shot, and that is to pay them $1,500. It says the faster we get 75% of this country vaxxed, the faster we end the outbreak and the sooner everything returns to normal. This is U.S. Republican John Delaney. Pfizer and Moderna have applied with the U.S. FDA for emergency authorization, which we all know approval and rollout could happen in a matter of days. And obviously they're targeting what looks like December 10th. But there remains a fair amount of skepticism about the shot, largely due to the fact that it has been rolled out faster than previous, vaxes. Let's say a Gallup poll released November 17th found 42% of Americans would not agree to get the shot approved by the FDA. And again, these percentages they're so pointless and such a waste. Nobody knows anyone that's ever been surveyed in any of these surveys. So what do we, but people just hear it. They're like 42%. Oh, can you find 1,000 people that were surveyed by Gallup poll? I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. I bet money on it, to be honest with you. So we have to create, in my judgment, incentive for people to really accelerate their thinking about taking the vax, Delaney told CNBC, noting that nobody would be forced to participate if they don't want to. Good. Sounds good. Good, let's give, the more incentive for those out there who want to get it multiple times. Go ahead. Have a good time. We're not going to be the ones sitting here saying, hey, we told you so, but we told you so. When it comes to, what's going to happen down the road. Sooner rather than later. So they say the program would cost about $380 billion, more than the $270 billion the U.S. spent on the $1,200 stimulus checks that went out earlier this year. And I don't even know if I know anybody that got a stimulus check. That's pretty interesting. I should look around and see if I know. Anybody out there get one? Comment in the comment section below. I'm curious if that even really actually happened. It says, so if you can only spend $400 billion, this is what you should spend it on. That's what Delaney said. The odds of another round of direct payments to Americans, regardless of whether it's tied to the vax or not, are not looking favorable. Some centrist members of Congress this week have embraced a $908 billion approach that would establish a $300 per week jobless benefit. But the argument's being made that instead of maybe doing the stimulus checks and giving that out to people, what they should be doing is rewarding those who fall in line and get in line with Obama and Clinton and Bush to get their shots first in line, that they should be rewarded with money. And they're not suspicious of this, folks. They're not suspicious. They're saying the government wants to end this so bad and get everything back to normal that they're willing to pay all you idiot conspiracy nuts who won't get it to go and get it. They're the ones who shut the whole country down. They're the ones who are responsible for all of it, for crying out loud. You can't make this stuff up. Now, does that mean that this is actually going to happen? Probably not. Why? Because how many people would become suspicious? Just listen to this video and start asking yourself questions. Because you might hear it from a distance and go, oh, okay. Yeah, maybe they was. Think about how often our government gives us money. Let's be real. Okay? Let's be real. Do you know how hard it is? I've heard people talk to me about being on unemployment and how hard it is to get them to actually give you the unemployment check. Like how much background checks you have to go through to prove you were fired. And then the company fights it and they're like, no, he was rightfully terminated because, he came in late. And then the government won't give you your unemployment check. And you're telling me they care so much about, this spreading around that they're willing to pay you that much money, $1,500. And again, it's not a lot of money, but to get a shot for some people. And of course, it's going to entice people who are completely broke and don't have a job to get the shot, of course. But hopefully they care more about their long-term health than they do about a quick $1,500. But who knows? We'll see where it goes. But what you really should be looking at when you hear this story is if our government is willing not to give it away just for free, but willing to possibly give people money for it, you should probably ask some questions. That's all I'm saying. Just reporting what I'm hearing here, folks. This is word on the street on some affiliate local news media outlets, and it was also on the Today Show. So it means they're giving a little bit of debate to it and trying to see what the feedback is amongst the sheeple. And of course, the sheeple will be drooling at the mouth saying, they're going to cure this and they're going to give me money? Sign me up. And then I got to get back to playing Call of Duty. And then making a duty. And then playing more Call of Duty. And then going to eat my mom's dinner. Because those are really the people who are lining up for it. That's their IQ level. I want to remind everybody, please check out the website at callforunuprising.com. It's $2.99 a month. If you haven't signed up, please consider doing so. It's well worth it. Check out the Teespring store if you haven't. There's some new merchandise there and other stuff going up soon. I want to thank the patrons because of you, it keeps this channel going. And I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below about this potentially happening and how slow can people's brains be functioning if this doesn't make them suspicious of why Big Brother would want this inside your body. And no, it's not to get everything functioning again, to help businesses out, because they're the ones who shut all the businesses down, but kept businesses like McDonald's and Burger King open while shutting down small business restaurants because they weren't allowed to go in and eat and dine anymore. And lots of other businesses as well. Unbelievable, folks. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.